Freebird Part 3. Did you hear about Nathan? No preamble to the conversation, just that question. No, she had not heard about Nathan. What about Nathan? He killed himself. Christmas Eve. He shot himself in the head. He'd shot himself in the same room of the house in which his wife Haley had shot herself on the same day the year previous. She'd said she was going to brush her teeth, and instead she killed herself. They had a daughter together, and Haley had a daughter from a previous marriage. Her parents took the older daughter away from Nathan after Haley's suicide. They'd initiated court proceedings to take away the younger daughter, too. He wanted your phone number, Emily's friend said. He was asking how to reach you. I didn't tell him, should I have? No, Emily said, you should not have. I didn't want to talk to him. She remembered the breakups. She'd broken up with him more than once. He wasn't someone who accepted breakup well. He made grand gestures, flowers, a basket with a bottle of wine and chocolates on her doorstep, poems and stuffed animals on the hood of her car. What won her back eventually, the several times, was that he wore her down. It got so tiring avoiding him, avoiding the places they had gone together, sending his calls directly to voicemail. The first time she thought, anyone that sincere deserves a second chance. He was sincere, there was no doubting that. She broke up with him once using tarot cards. She interpreted his meaning to read, he'd been moving away, or someone would be moving away, and he would be the solitary fool, accompanied by a white dog, which coincidentally he had, on the beginning of a new adventure. What about love? He'd asked. There is no love in this reading, she'd said. She thought about the last breakup, the one where he had to have a reason. She gave him 10, in a list. I don't like the way your family treats you. I think your dad is an asshole. I hate karaoke. If I have to hear you sing Turn the Page one more time, I'm going to lose my damn mind. You brag all the time and you know everything, and yet you have this shitty job and you sleep on couches. He'd called her 2 weeks after that. He'd gotten a better job. Huh, she said, just like that. Do you want to go celebrate with karaoke? He'd missed the sarcasm, said, yes, let's. Everyone's been asking about you. She'd hung up on him. Finally, she moved away to another city, in another state. She'd informed him about it by phone, after sending his calls to voicemail 5 times in a row. Second Nature's having a reunion show tonight. We should go, for old time's sake. I'm 273 miles away. I don't think I'll make it. Oh, when will you be back? I won't be. I live here now. I bet we have an outlet there. I should see if I could transfer. They don't have a brass and glass outfit here, I checked. He misunderstood. Because you wanted me to come, he said, sounding smug. Because I didn't, she said. When he'd started dating his new girl, her friends hastened to inform her that the new girl looked just like her. Well, more slender, a little bit, but just like her other than that. And the two of them seemed so happy when they married, and then they had a baby. And then Haley killed herself on Christmas Eve, and Nathan killed himself the next. Emily didn't attend his funeral. Only one of her friends did. She never asked if they played Freebird. Thanks for listening.